Electric circuits are the pathways of intelligence, said by Nikola Tesla. He pioneered the generation, transmission, and use of alternating current AC electricity. Hi, I am John Wilton. Today, I am going to give you a brief about the B subject. As said before, Semgrowth Mumbai will provide you all material regarding the subjects in computer engineering for Mumbai University. We will make sure that after this lecture, you will all definitely crack and score good marks in B subject of your first semester. So, let's get started. In B, you just need to study about the circuits, but not all are important from exam point of view. Some of the students who have got less marks in this subject are struggling to take off. There are many such videos on the YouTube which will teach you how to solve a particular sum or numerical, but will not tell you how to overcome the subject by studying only the limited topics, which will not only go through the subject, but also scores better marks if you do so. So here is the list of topics which you have to learn and practice in B for this semester. Let's go through each of them in brief so that you will understand how to approach this subject. Now, picture yourself taking a stroll along a looped path through a city park. Kirchhoff's voltage law KVL is akin to tracking your elevation changes along that loop. If you start and end at the same point, the net change in altitude should be zero. Similarly, KVL states that in any closed loop of a circuit, the sum of all the voltages or pushes and pulls of electricity encountered will add up to zero. This reflects the conservation of energy principle in electrical systems. Imagine you're at a busy intersection where several roads converge. Kirchhoff's current law KCL is a bit like traffic rules for electrons at that intersection. It tells us that the total amount of electric current flowing into the junction must equal the total flowing out. This law is all about conserving current, ensuring that no electrons mysteriously vanish or appear within a circuit. The diagrams of both the circuits KVL and KCL are shown. Imagine you have a complex network of roads, and you want to understand how much traffic flows through a particular intersection. Norton's theorem helps us simplify this. It says that we can replace that messy network with a single traffic source, let's call it a traffic pump, and a resistor like a narrow road connected in parallel. How do we do it is in the notes are provided in the description box. This diagram of Norton's theorem. But wait. Before we move forward, please subscribe to Semgrowth Mumbai to be the first one to get subjects-related materials. Let's move further. Imagine you have a complex electrical circuit with lots of components like resistors and batteries. Thevenins Theorem is a clever way to simplify this circuit into just two parts, a single battery and a single resistor. How do we do it is in the notes are provided in the description box. Imagine you have a device, like a speaker, that you want to power as effectively as possible using a battery. The maximum power transfer theorem tells us how to adjust the resistance in the circuit so that the most power flows from the battery to the speaker. MPT diagram. These are the small, crisp, one-marker definition and star and delta connections. Move forward to Module 2W will have these topics to study. Not much is there from Module 3 and 4. If you want to refer, you should buy Technology books which have questions as how the university asks. Moving to the Module 5, it's the important one. You must have seen this chip in mobile phones or laptops when they are getting repaired. See this a picture of a semiconductor device. Works on the principle of Zener Diode. Zener Diode known for its unique behavior in the realm of semiconductor devices. Unlike conventional diodes that conduct current in one direction and block it in the other, Zener diodes are designed to operate in reverse bias, exploiting a phenomenon known as the Zener breakdown. Today, we'll delve into the fascinating world of light-emitting diodes, or LEDs, which are pivotal components in modern electronics and lighting technology. LEDs are semiconductor devices that emit light when current flows through them. Unlike traditional incandescent bulbs that rely on heating a filament to produce light, LEDs generate light through a process called electroluminescence, where electrons and electron holes recombine within the semiconductor material. Structure, operation and applications of Zener diode and LEDs are provided in the description PDF. A transistor is a miniature semiconductor that regulates or controls current or voltage flow, in addition amplifying and generating these electrical signals and acting as a switch gate for them. There are many types of transistors as shown, but in our module there are only 2 of them. In Module 6, which is the last module, we'll study about 2 transistors. The first one is the bipolar junction transistor, and the other one is field effect transistor. BJT, a fundamental semiconductor device with crucial applications in amplification and switching circuits. There are 3 layers in a BJT semiconductor regions: the emitter, the base, and the collector. Emitter E emits carriers electrons or holes into the base region. Base B controls the amount of carriers flowing from the emitter to the collector. Collector C collects carriers that have crossed the base region. FET, a pivotal semiconductor device known for its high input impedance and versatility in electronic circuits, 3-terminal device. A FET consists of 3 terminals: the source S, the drain D, and the gate G. Source S, where current enters or exits the transistor. Drain D, where current exits or enters the transistor. Gate G controls the conductivity between the source and drain regions.
Thank you, Jibber, for explaining me the whole concepts in basic electrical engineering. Now I just have to download the PDF from the description and start studying for the BEE.
Thanks for Jibber Papaya here. Till then, Jibber the vibes.